Okay, our long gun technique. We are actually taking the long gun from the front live side and dead side out of the system and putting in the one you're about to see. When we do things like that, I certainly have reasons, and I certainly, if you can't articulate those reasons and have people see why you're doing something, maybe you should be doing it. I've got three big reasons. The first one is those long gun disarms had so many steps and were so complicated. I remember even when I learned them, I thought, man, this is one of the least crobby things we do. I mean, there are truly 5 and 6 steps, and not necessarily easy steps that flow either. If you've taught them before, you've seen it takes some time to get those down. Between the bursting just right, the not grabbing for the weapon, all that stuff kind of goes, it's just rough. And to me, that's not Krav. Krav's supposed to be easy and fast. The second one, on that dead side technique, I've said many times, you want to just keep the barrel in your hand and slide down and grab it. And then I almost always say, well, under stress, that's going to be rough. It's probably going to be more like, slapping the thing. Well, then why the hell are we teaching something that under stress we're 99% sure that we're not going to do it correctly? So I've always had a problem with that one. My big one, and I hope this is the one that you guys can wrap your arms around, is Krav is supposed to be known for being simple, having the fewest answers to the most questions. My biggest problem was my long gun from behind, my long gun live side, and my long gun dead side were just as different as could be. They were completely different techniques. To where this one we're moving to, actually, it's long gun from behind. We're just doing it from the front. And the way we're going to do this, again, you can always mess around with different levels and stuff. When you're first learning long gun, have them point it right at your chest or your face. Your chest or your face. If I learn it here, and then we'll show you some of the tricks if it drops. On this one, it's... And I didn't show Will this before. He did good. He didn't get hit or nothing. Back up to my chest. I am that big redirect like we always do. Okay, I got this entire arm. I'm not grabbing. I don't have much miss room if I grab. I've got this entire arm to get it out of the way. I'm trying to go up a little bit at an angle. Now, is that something we got to practice? Probably. It is kind of our hook defense and our kicks to the face defense. So I want to go so I can get my shoulder under it. If it does stay at this level, I just got to be cognizant that I want my shoulder under it. What I'm doing here, wrapping the weapon, striking, base of the skull. Law enforcement, we have them throw a punch or two, get their own weapon, and freaking contact shoot. Okay, this is one reason, again, I really like this, when it's freaking conducive to law enforcement. And hence, it's also the reason I'm pushing it this way. Most of my law enforcement, they're going to be right-handed. Their handgun's going to be on their right hip. So it's off, strike, bam. Or however you're taught to contact shoot. Boom, boom. As long as it's away from me, I'm happy. Now, if I don't have a weapon on me, I'm punching the base of the skull. This is always good. I want to reach under, grab, lift this elbow, and strike with the barrel, just like we do on long gun from behind. Strike, strike. Eventually get my hands on it and kayak with anger. Rapidly move into, okay, well, what if the cop's left-handed? How come we don't have a live side and a dead side? Because this one's ambidextrous. Another reason I like it. If I have my buddy standing here, boom. It's just as easy to push it this way, burst in, and strike here. I'm throwing these as long as I've got this weapon wrapped, and I'm pointing it up. I am purposely driving it this way. If I kept it this way, it's just too easy for him to jerk it right back out of there. I am collapsing on this thing. Okay, now I've got my punches, my knees. If I'm a left-handed police officer, after 1 or 2 punches or knees, bam, I got my contact shot again. We would just fight for this, raise the elbow, strike, strike. Boom, boom, boom. So again, I take care of live side, dead side. It's an ambidextrous technique, which again, the other one, we were reinventing the wheel, not the will, the wheel to go one way or the other. Think about from behind. It's, where are we right now? Exactly where we went with the new one that we're doing. It's kind of nice that it's the same damn technique. The difference is, instead of turning to get it off of me and then bursting in, I'm just getting it off of me and then bursting in. In strike, draw, or strike, strike, strike. The big thing is on that, when I'm hitting him with the barrel, this elbow has to be up. My upper arm is parallel with the floor. Not here. I don't have a very good, up here, like an overhand right with the barrel. I'm hitting him with a lead pipe. Whatever the hell the barrel's made out of. Eventually. Alright, so again, that live side and dead side, no longer there. This one's cool, it's ambidextrous. It's one we already know it's from behind. When it gets lower, generally, I guess the old movies where the farmer's saying, I'm going to call the law, they got it on their hip. I got to think generally, whenever we've seen videos of somebody with a rifle on somebody, it's up here. It can certainly be here though. Maybe I go into my machine gun takedown. However, on this one, up here it was easy to pop this way. If it's down, I'm just going to, that movement, and continue to wrap. A little bit more, we'll need some more reps on that. It's not as natural as just getting it out of the way and wrapping. But again, just like our straight stabs, our sudden straight stabs. If our hands are down, we swat. If our hands are up, we hook it. Okay, we're just going to hook it. I just got to continue to go around that barrel. Wham, draw my own pop. Okay, so again, machine gun takedown if it feels like that's what wants to come out of you. If it is that low, instead of here, it's hey, give me some feedback. Let me know what you think.